Hi everyone, and greetings from SeaWorld Orlando, where today we're doing the Rare Media Day appearance. It is Media Day for the SeaWorld Orlando Craft Beer Festival. So in this video, we're going to show you all the Craft Beer Festival has to offer. It runs kind of on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays in the month of August. I go by the legend, joined by my wonderful girlfriend, Molly.
Some of our favorite things, beer, food.
Roller coasters. Let's check it out. Up first in their beer garden area, we both got beers from Motorworks Brewing. I got the Midnight Espresso, a coffee porter.
I went with the Pulp Friction.
Their Grapefruit IPA. Which one of their, probably my favorite beer from Motorworks.
Yes.
Food booth is over here right by Wild Arctic. Do not forget my beer. We opted for the Twist and Stout, which is a Guinness glazed cronut. I do like croissant donuts, so this should be solid. One good thing about the Craft Beer Festival, if you want to get beer from a normal bar, you could do that like the Glacier Bar here. We're currently drinking the Orange Blossom Pilsner from Orange Blossom Brewing. They also have Dragon's Milk on draft, which is a very good high ABV beer from, I think, New Holland. Right by the Pretzel Kitchen, you have the Malty Not Salty. They've got Crooked Can on draft, and we got some food, a pretzel wrap bratwurst with beer cheese. Ventured into the Mama's Pretzel Kitchen to try the $3 Tropical Hefeweizen. I like fruited beers and I like Hefeweizen, so this is a big win for me. In between Shamu Stadium and Infinity Falls, you get the best named booth in the festival. Give me an hell yeah. It's got all beers from Big Storm Brewing. I do like the Bromosa and I do like the Tropical Pressure. Escaping the heat for a minute here at the Waterway Bar and drinking a White Marlin Wheat from Sailfish. Now the festival does focus heavily on Central Florida and Florida breweries, which is kind of nice if you're from out of town. For me, I love craft beer, so I've had a lot of this stuff before, but it's still pretty good. Right by the Nautilus Theater, there is a Sam Adams booth. Interesting food here, a deep fried churro cheesecake and a Bria taco. I love Bria tacos. Also right by the Nautilus Theater is Sweet and Sour, where they've got 3 different specialty cocktails, but the big thing for me, they got 4 beers by Wicked Weed Brewing in Asheville, North Carolina, the best beer city in the country. Sometime coming up soon, we got a video where we went to like 14, 50 breweries in Asheville. It was awesome. We're drinking the Strawberry Kiwi Burst, which is a really good sour. Taking a quick break from the Craft Beer Festival, just want to mention SeaWorld is still doing free beer. It's over here by the exit of Infinity Falls. If you're a pass holder, you get 2 free beers. If you're just a day guest, I think you get 1. And it's a Rogue Amber. Over by Mako in the lake, there's a couple different booths here. There's one with wine. There's Go for the Grain, which has, I believe it's mostly Cigar City, but they also have 1 Terrapin beer on draft, as well as a cupcake and a walking taco. And then over here, there is a illegal mezcal tasting. By the Sky Tower in the Sea Lion Stadium is Wish You Were Beer. We got a couple different things. We got the short rib poutine, which is this one, and then an order of the pork belly. More food at the New Orleans corner. Got some beignets with a Guinness chocolate sauce on top and brisket tachos. In the Seaport area, did stop to get a beer here at Larger Than Life. From a brewery I'm not familiar with, Brewlando, we got the Jernigan Hazy IPA. And if you are thinking about doing the tasting line here, I think your better value is on food, because those beers that you get, the 7 ounces, are very, very small. So I would recommend doing the festival for food, but I wouldn't mind using your sampler on a tiny beer. That's really not a great value. But this beer right here, it's pretty tasty. So just pay out, like use your annual pass, or just pay out of pocket for the beers. So then you get a 20-ounce draft instead of a 7. It is $15, but you do get a discount. One final booth right in the front of the park, it's Brews and Chews. We got a pulled pork slider with beer-infused sauce. Cheese curds, I love cheese curds.
Cheese curds,
and then a boozy s'more brownie kind of thing. So this is not Craft Beer Festival related, but it is nesting season for the park's flamingos. You can see here, they've got built like little mounds of dirt that act as nests, and then you can see some of the eggs if you walk over here. Wow. And that will do it for the Craft Beer Festival at SeaWorld Orlando. A good time indeed. Molly, a couple questions for you. What was your favorite food item we had today?
My favorite food item had to be the churro cheesecake. It was delicious.
For me, I think my favorite food item, the same stand, that Bria taco. I love Bria tacos. That was very well done. It seemed pretty fresh. My favorite beer, I think, was that Marlin Wit from the Waterway Bar from Sailfish. I really liked that one.
Mine was the Wicked Weed Strawberry Kiwi Sour.
Wicked Weed normally does really good stuff, and I like that as well. All right, so we were there for a press event, so obviously we did not have to pay for this, in full disclosure. But if you did want to pay for the craft beer festival at SeaWorld, you can buy any of the food items a la carte, but they are pretty expensive. They run like $10 to $12 for some of them if you just buy them. The beers, if you want to buy a beer, it's going to be $15. Now, either on the food or the beer, you would get a pass holder discount if you are a pass holder, and you do have to pay that 5% surcharge that SeaWorld charges on everything in their park. Now, if you want to do the sampling lanyards, there's 3 different sampling lanyards. You could do the 8 sampler, which is $60, which works out to $7.50 per sample, which, especially if you're talking about for beer, that is not a great deal.
No.
Getting, 8 mini beers for $60, that is not great.
Definitely use it on the food.
Yeah, the food, it's not bad. And once you start buying some of the higher lanyards, like the other one is a 12 sampler lanyard, that is $75, which works out to $6.25 per sample. And if you have an annual pass, you could buy a 15 sampler lanyard for $75, and that works out to $5 a sample.
Which, that's a good deal.
On the food, I don't know about the beer. You're still spending $5 for mini beers. But I would say, especially if you have that annual pass, you could probably feed 3 to 4 people with that 15 sampler lanyard and have a pretty good time doing so. So that's what I would recommend. And just buy your beers, because it's like $15 for that big 20-ounce beer. I just think that's a better value to beer as you go.
Yeah.
I will say I would like this festival to switch things up a little bit more. It's always like the same Florida breweries every year. I would like to see them spread their wings and bring in more breweries like Wicked Weed from places that are not right nearby, because, the same breweries are going to bring their same beers every year. Like Cigar City High Life is great, but I don't need it every year at a beer festival. All right, and that'll do it. If you have any questions about the SeaWorld Craft Beer Festival, let me know in the comment section below, and thank you very much for watching this video.